live Facebook, I couldn't put my camera, the picture. I'm like, can you do? Hello. So that was cool. Excuse me. Okay, we're back, ladies and gentlemen. I apologize for the technical issues. All my fault. So we're trying to catch back up to the crowd here. I'm not sure where they're gone. Heading to a building and then going back out hospital and stop. So, build up those numbers again, folks. Come back to us. I apologize for the technical issues again, but I have to push down. Okay, where'd they go? You can hear them. You can hear them. Yeah. Amnesia out now, all platforms by K-God. That's what's keeping us all together right now. My new song, it goes crazy. K-G-O-D-D, Amnesia. You know what I'm saying? No cap. Options. So
this would be a great time to remind everybody that this building is brand new, filled with money, our tuition money that they didn't have.
Brand new.
And at least they have this building, am I right?
Our money? Oh no! They got us messed up. They got us messed up.
Hey.
What are you doing? Here we go.
Here, give it to me. Hang on.
Hey man, check this out. Oh yeah.
I just want to say, like, how's the new soccer field working out for you and doing all that and tearing down all the shit for that? Like, I'm just going to say it. That's a lot of money.
Man, check this out, man. Oh, how this work? There we go. Check this out, man. Man, I love this school, man. Spent 4 years here. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? I love this school. and they just gonna shut it down? Like, what you mean? Like, a whole university? That's crazy. Like, man, make some noise one more time. You love this school, man. You know? Come on, man. Y'all can't do that. With my new song, Amnesia, out now. Go get that KGODD, Amnesia, Inspire. That's what's been keeping us together through this hard time, you know, and we're making it happen.
This university has been a plague on my mental health since I started here. It has destroyed all of my faith in the Christian ends. I do not believe that the LCMS Church has their best interest in us. The LCMS Church does not pay taxes. In the years before this news came out, they raised the salaries of the president and many other Board of Regents members. The money spent on extra campus safety today could have been spent going towards our tuition being paid back to us.
Anyone can take the megaphone if they want, just grab it. Do it!
I don't want everybody to forget the teachers. Worked so hard for us for 30% less than they were contracted for. To find us new opportunities that they don't have to do. They could quit right now, but they're not for us. Give everybody a round of applause for the
It isn't right that you decided to tell the teachers an hour before you told us, and then expect them to stand strong in front of us. And second, you shouldn't have told us now, after a lot of schools have closed their deadlines for applications. Because now we are scrambling to try to find a school to go to. We have 3 months and we don't know where we're going. So thank you for that.
I want everybody to recognize that we are all here for each other, but you have the right to be mad. You have the right to swear and cuss and be mad at every single person that had a part in this process. They are doing meetings behind closed doors for the past 2 years. Why didn't we know? Why didn't we find out that my money that I paid at the beginning of this year, $35,000, why am I still figuring it out? We should be done with this. We should be graduating, and for all of you who only have a semester or a couple terms and nowhere else to go, for you international students that now have to scramble or go back home, we are sorry. And we want to find the best option for you. So just know that we are all here for each other. Anybody who wants to pray has the right to do that, and anybody who hates the church right now has the right to do that same thing. Do not let the bureaucracy get you down. We have other options. Just keep looking.
Everything that has happened sucks. It sucks. And what I find most insulting is that the day of the announcement, they asked student RAs to come around and be responsible for other students' emotional trauma. You have to be responsible for other students, you know? RAs are kids too, and they're being told that they're responsible for, you know, people just freaking out. I'm sorry.
Get your name on that lawsuit now. We will find answers. We will get it out of them any way we can. But know that we are all supporting each other, and that is the only message we need to leave here with after this. Thank you guys so much.
Yesterday I tried to look at my unofficial transcript so I could,
Sorry.
so I could apply.
Just Alumni. I looked at my unofficial transcript yesterday and it had a hold on it, and I was like, what kind of hold do I have? I already paid my tuition bill. And they charged me another $10. So they have more. Their worry is about getting as much money as they can from all of us students before we leave.
They didn't make this decision until after we had already paid our tuition. The day they made this decision was the day our second payment came out for those of us who were on the installment plan.
I just wanted to say that for a lot of us, the Concordia University community is more than just a school. For a lot of us, it's our home, it's our job, it's our family. And a year ago, when you guys closed the College of Arts and Sciences and you canceled majors like humanities and literature, and you reassured us that things were going to be okay and our futures here were still valuable, that was a lie.
Also, when the CAS closed, you promised the people that were in those majors and that were still at Concordia would still graduate.
Yeah, Madeline!
And let me just say fuck you to the news that won't let us grieve in peace. How about that? How about you just let us grieve the loss of our school alone? Why do you have to make a profit off of this? We're already being made a profit of.
As a freshman, I can't even imagine how hurt upperclassmen must feel and how betrayed you guys must feel, juniors, especially when you have one more year. But I want to say, as a freshman, being told empty promises that were never and can never be filled now. This was my dream school. I dropped everything to come here. And you told me lies to get me here. You talked my ear off to get me here for nothing.
Before I came here as a freshman, I was lied to repeatedly about the state of this university and about the matters in which they dealt with queer students. I was told this was a safe campus. It never was. They brought me here under the guise that I would be safe, that my mental health would be stable, and that I would be able to finish my degree. And I have none of that.
Hello. I want to say something.
Oh, yes, get it.
Look at that.
Good morning. My name is Dr. Harris. This is my wife, Sister Harris, over here. We are 40-year residents of Concordia, and when we heard about this news, it was like a death. You know, it was like a tribulation. But then I realized that we must have faith. And what I want to say to you this morning is that this is not the end of your life. This is not the end of your dream. But you must have faith. And this is what the Bible says. This is what the Bible says about faith. The Bible says, this is the victory that overcometh the world, even our faith. And I want to say to the students, have faith in God. Have faith in God. This is not the end of your vision. Keep your vision. And I want to say a prayer for you this morning. Heavenly Father, we thank you that our Lord Jesus Christ died on the cross and he was buried. And it looked like it was all over. It looked like it was total defeat. It looked like his cause was in total defeat. But on the third day, he rose from the dead. And we pray for every student here that their faith would rise from the dead, and they would have faith in you and continue to pursue their dreams and pursue their ambitions in life Jesus' name, amen. Amen. Can we say amen? Amen. I want to do one more thing before I give up the mic. And there's a little short hymn. It's called "We Come This Far by Faith." Let's sing it. Let's sing a few, just a little bit of it. We come this far by faith. Come on, help me out now. Leaning on the Lord, trusting in His holy word. He never failed me yet. Can't turn around. We come this far by faith. It's going to be hard for you. It's going to be hard for you to do, but I'm going to ask you to do something. Forgive the people who did this to you. Yes. And by forgiving them, it'll help you not to be bitter. And you cannot have good health by being a bitter person, as hard as it is. Continue to protest, but in your heart, forgive the people who did this. Amen? Amen. God bless you this morning.
I just want to talk about my sign for a second. We are all expected to still finish our classes. Raise your hand, make some noise if you feel like this is the end of the semester for you. We still have 2 months left. We still haven't even hit midterms. How are we supposed to finish our classes with this news? Some teachers are being lenient, and I thank them deeply. But this university should guarantee that we all pass this semester, because this is ridiculous. If this school burned down, we would all get A's. Turn it down!
I need that grade.
Now, Mary.
Yeah, that's not a great job. Talk your talk, Mary.
Hi, everyone.
Love you, Mary.
Love you. If you don't know me, my name is Mary. I graduated last year, so this really doesn't impact me all that much, except for that this is my community and my home. I love you all so much, and I'm so proud of you for being here today. I know that there are many staff and faculty who are also so proud of you, although they may not feel safe to be here. You are doing what you're taught to do by our professors and by the staff here, not to stand up for yourselves. And I am deeply, deeply proud of all of you for everything that you are doing. I also want to say that if you were there at the meeting last year when they dissolved the College of Arts and Sciences, a lot of talk was about whether or not money was involved, and we were told that it was not about money. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's called gaslighting. I don't know. I would just also like to say that in terms of Concordia, the LCMS Church, Hot Chalk, look into Hot Chalk if you haven't.
Yep. Yes.
And the Board of Regents do not make up the Concordia community, all of you do.
Yup.
You are what makes Concordia great, and you are the reason for who I am today, and I want to thank you all for being here. Also, Amari would like me to make the announcement that staff and faculty are welcome to use the megaphone.
What am I going to do? Fire you?
On a serious note, I just wanted to say, like, these 4 years, like, have really been great for me. Like, when I first came out here, I thought, like, I was super out of place just because of where I'm from. Like, it's real different, you know what I'm saying? And then, you know, when I first came out here, you know, it was real welcoming. Like, this community, like, I didn't think it was going to be nothing like how it really is. You know what I'm saying? Like, we really developed a family here. Like, I love all y'all for real. Even if I don't even know you like that, it's good. Always good this way. You know what I'm saying? Like, thankfully I'm able to graduate, but it's just like I got so many friends that's struggling right now. All the faculty, I got great relationships with them. And it's like, man, now they scrambling, trying to figure out what they finna do next for their career. And it's just like, I don't know, like I felt it hurts me like it affects me the same way as all y'all. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, it's just sad to see all that go away. I wanted to come back. Later on, maybe even show my kids where I went to school. Now I can't even do that. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just tough. You feel me? But I just hope everyone that does have to move on and do something else becomes in good hands. I hope everybody finds a great situation. And like the pastor said, just keep faith, have faith in God. And man, just, you know, and we all gonna be good. This is tough, but we're gonna make it happen. You know what I'm saying? We human, we gotta be strong right now. You know what I'm saying? So everybody just hang in there for real. Let's make it happen. Let's stay together. You know?
One of my classmates brought up something the other day about how graduation is supposed to be a happy event. And now this graduating class, this is bittersweet. This is sad. They're the last graduating class of Concordia University. And that's heartbreaking. This is supposed to be a celebratory event. And yet they feel like somehow they've dodged a bullet and barely scraped by. And I want to thank you to the graduating class this year. God bless y'all for making it through. I truly am glad that y'all were able to get out of this university. And I'm so sorry for all of us underclassmen who have to find somewhere else to go. And I'm so sorry for all of the teachers and the faculty and staff who now have to find other jobs and who are all also having to support us while we go through this change. Where's the Board of Regents now giving us this support? We have a Q&A section next week, a week after the news comes out. How? Why? Too little, too late, yes.
I just want to say that I moved 2 hours away from home to go to this school. I'm away from home currently, and that's hard. And there's been a lot of stuff that's happened in my family this year, and I haven't been able to be there because I have been told by this school that I have a place. And I'm going to be able to finish my dreams here and become a nurse because that's what I want to do. But now I can't. And there's a high chance that no matter how many schools I apply to, no matter how many times I beg for financial aid, I may not be able to continue my education next year, next fall. And that breaks my heart on a level that you don't even understand. And as Concordia, I understand that it's hard for you right now. But there's so many people like me who aren't going to be able to go to school next year.
That brings another point. There are so many of us who have moved across the country, across the world to come to this university, and now we are without a home, without a place to go. I don't have family on this side of the country. I have to move all the way back to Texas, where it is still homophobic and still very bad in general. I have to go back to that environment. I was planning on taking summer classes this year. I was planning on living here this summer, and now I have to abandon all of those plans because of this wrench that this Board of Regents has thrown into all of our lives. This is unfair.
As an athlete for this school, part of the reason that I came here was for my coach. And he's one of the most amazing people I've ever met. I've never had a connection with someone like that before. And I had to see him heartbroken after this. I never want to see people I love and appreciate like that. And I had to see my team, the people I was going to build a bond with, build a family with, compete with side by side, crying in front of me. That's heartbreaking. I love each and every one of them. I love each and every one of you. Especially the teachers. This is so unfair for them to put so much weight on them. I see them struggling when we go to class to teach the curriculum that they can't even finish. They can't even finish it now. And they can see us struggling to come to class every day because we're losing our motivation. Of course we're going to lose motivation. We just got hammered on. We just got crushed by the big boot of the Board of Regents. We were a bug. It felt like we meant nothing to them. That we're just faces, we're just money. We're just a money bag to them. I don't don't think they care. If they cared, they would have told us sooner and not waited until I can't, even as an athlete, and I'm so thankful that I have that advantage of being able to do athletics and have some kind of worth to some other schools. It's still difficult. I don't want to leave. I want to stay here. And all the colleges that want me are far away, but I want to be here with you guys. I want to be on this campus. There's nowhere I want to be but here. And now I have to process this and let it all go like it doesn't matter. And they expect us to let it go and forget about it. But I can't forget the memories I made with all of you. That will never leave. I just want to say a huge thank you to all the professors that have stepped up and are using their free time to email colleges for us. I'm not an athlete, but my professor has reached out to 5 universities for me already. And I've already gotten emails from ones I haven't even contacted yet. So I just want to say that our school is rooted in the professors and the community that we have. And that's the best part. On behalf of all the nursing students and all the freshman advantage students. So I was promised that if I kept my GPA above a 3.25 that I'd be directly admitted into a nursing program. That's one of the biggest reasons why I came to Concordia in the first place. And now we're being told that we don't have priority and that we have to start applying for programs in universities with their deadlines already being closed and with the possibility of no longer being accepted into these programs. Truly what we want is just transparency, and we just want answers. Through this community, like, we're able to stand strong right now, but our futures are so unsure right now, and this is affecting, like, our whole lives. So, that's it. This school is known for their nursing program. Primarily. Their nursing program is huge. It's what brought a lot of us here. I'm from Nebraska. I'm 25 hours away from my home and my family. I was planning on staying here over the summer as well, taking classes. I have to find a new home in 9 weeks. They kicked me out of my house and my home. Nursing students, we're going to school to give back to other people, to help other people heal. And you're taking away that education. All we wanted to do was help other people. And you screwed us. You hurt so many future nurses.
I want everybody to know, as somebody who's come from failing high school and failing every single academic opportunity that I ever had prior to coming to going to college, that there is no shame in going to a public university, because I guarantee you they will not screw you over to the level that these private universities have done. I want you to think about, as it is the most stressful year of our country's life right now, with the decisions that we have to make in November, to think about who is on your side and who is not. Who has your best educational interests and who is Betsy DeVos. Vote in your best interests so that this does not happen to you again. Remove the administration. Make sure that your public universities have the funding that they need, and look into the endowments of the private ones, because they will not tell you that information up front. As we have been screwed over today and this week, multiple universities this last year have been screwed over the same, and if you're from Marylhurst, I am so sorry. If you have come here as a queer person and you were guaranteed that this place would support you in every single aspect of your life, I am sorry. But just know, as I've said before, that that all of us, the ones who are closeted, the ones who are out, and the ones who are supporting you, will support you to the end, and if we see you at the next school, we will welcome you with open arms. So please seek us out, find your allies, and fix this problem. Sorry, expletive deleted. We are here, we are mad, and we are ready to get answers.
I have a question. So one of the biggest reasons why I came here was, one, it was my dream school. 2, freshman advantage. But 3, because I received a scholarship for all 4 years. So I have a question. What's going to happen to that? Because you promised us that for those who received it. So I've heard a lot of people saying, my scholarship's not going to go over to my next school. That's helping me pay for college. That's helping me pay for my education. So what's going to happen to that?
Oh yeah, and pay the damn teachers.
I'm so sorry. I don't go here anymore. My name is Amber. I love you guys. I'm just 2,000 miles away from home to come here, and despite all of the bad shit, I love this place. I'm very sad to see all of these professors lose their jobs. There's so much talent going to waste with this decision right now, and for those of us who are already done, most of us are beyond the deadlines for loan forgiveness, so I'm going to spend the rest of my life paying off a debt to a school that no longer exists. So that is it. I'm so proud of all of you. You guys rock. You guys are sick. I'm so happy to see this happening, and don't stand down, you guys. The school will try to evade you and try to not give you answers, but keep demanding, because you deserve so much better than this. A lot of the universities that are coming to our transfer fair are more private universities, more Concordias. And my personal fear is, how do I know this isn't going to happen at another Concordia? I know that my freshman year, another Concordia was shut down. The only black one. This one was shut down. The only gay one. Matthew Harrison, the leader of the LCMS church, says that this school has been a plague, that it's been taken hostage by the liberals. He planned for this. They wanted this school to end. This school is but a withering branch on the LCMS church, and they wanted to cut us off. They don't care about us. They never cared about us.
I just wanted to say, I know we're all angry, but I just wanted to remind everyone we do this out of love for our school and the love of our community. I want to thank you guys for letting me getting to know you. Thank you guys so much, and I'm going to miss every single one of you. And I also want to say thank you to all my professors.
I'd just like to say that because of the position that we've all been put in as students, I know that for some of us, we can meet these deadlines and we can be able to find a new path through the programs that are going to be created with partner schools in Portland. But for some of us, this disruption in our path will force us to not continue. Some of us will miss these deadlines, and some of us will not go to school anymore for the next upcoming 2021 year. And that's not our fault. And so I'd just like to say to everybody that might be struggling with that this upcoming year, it's not your fault.
I want everyone just to be proud of yourself. Proud to be here, and I'm so proud of all of you. There's so much power in our voices, even if the school might really probably won't come back, but there's power in this being together. And like I think it was Mary who said, it's not the Board of Regents who make up this community, it's our compassionate, loving professors and everyone here who does. And our community is not disposable. But so, I hope in this next 2 months or so, we can all be together as a community and be the best we can be together. But I know people do have to apply to other colleges. So I know some people wanting to leave and get started on that because it's scary. So if you do need to go, feel free to do that. I encourage everyone to use their voice throughout this whole semester. If you want to organize more things like this, be creative. Our voice does matter, and it's comforting to see everybody here, students together, voicing using our voice on our own terms, and I think that's so powerful as students. So I just love you all so much.
Hi. I'm like speaking on my point of view being from Hawaii. This is like a really hard thing because we literally left our homes and family and we came across the ocean to come from sunny weather to rainy weather and cloudy. And like I feel like everyone else is like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, I just I have that. So like it's hard moving across the ocean and coming here and coming to like a land that was like we were promised to have like a better future, promised so much, a school that didn't even like they lied to us, they scammed us. Yeah. And we're all trying to cope with it. We make TikToks, we're laughing about it. It's hard. Memes. Like we always joke about dropping out of college, but they dropped us. And I'm just saying, like, being apart from home, especially, it's hard. Speaking from everyone that's not from here, and we thought we were gonna have like, we were set for life. We were planning everything for next year, and all of a sudden, in a month, they decided that we're so far from being saved, and that hurt. But okay, thanks.
How you doing? Want to put it up there? It feels like it's close to me.
I just want to take this moment to say I'm so sorry for Fabian. At the education major meeting yesterday, they told us that a first grader came in with all of his quarters asking if this was enough to save the university. On behalf of the kids we tutor, the classes we TA for, I'm so sorry. This is not your fault. We will love and miss you so much. I would love to invite anybody who hasn't had a chance to speak now, if you would like to. Alumni, any professors, teachers, people in the community. You have a voice and it can be heard. If not, I feel like everybody has gotten their chance to speak their feelings, have their voice heard. Everybody's welcome to stay here, continue their sit-in, but if you would like to disperse, then please feel free to. I know that everybody's dealing with a lot right now, and it's highly emotional, so if you need to go be alone, go hang out with friends, feel free to do that. Take care of yourself.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'd like to talk to you guys. And I'm in a situation, I'm trying to get some homeless here, and I've been working on this situation for over 30 years, and I need some assistance to help get all the paperwork together. And when you're in a situation like this here, where you guys just only need money and time and stuff, so we should bind together to make the situation to help both of us out. So you got a lot of time, and I don't have I got a lot of money, but we got to get hooked up together, and so to make this thing work. And so like I say, God works in mysterious ways. So let's not get excited, but there's a way in here, there's a way out. God never put you in no box. He wants you to think. And so now, this is the time. You got all these fresh minds, and you know how to work computers, know the system, and know your way in and out.
even though you're going to be nurses or whatever, and the professional. That's only one skill, but all of the psychopath, you can use them for anything that you want to, as long as you know how to read and write. And those are the basic skills to get anything in America, to put it down on writing and get someone to agree with you in order to get it off the ground. And so, like you say, we had to come up with a sound proposal before April. And so now the time is at hand to put a proposal together in order to get the money. And like I said, I got a meeting at 2 o'clock where they're talking about $5 billion to keep people from coming homeless. And now you're going to be part of those people in April. And so do you see that the time is now to act? So I'm on one end fighting, you on the other end fighting. So why don't we come together and share the knowledge and attack this thing together? My name is Thomas Edward Mullins, and I'm representing the uninvited house for the homeless people of the North and Northeast communities. And so please, whoever's heading this program, please get with me. I will surely appreciate it. Thank you.
That brings me to another point. The LCMS Church is planning on selling this school property. When it could be given back to the community, it could be made a homeless shelter. The homes that have been torn down to build this university could be rebuilt. Gentrification, ladies and gentlemen, and others. This is ridiculous. There are buildings here that could be served as affordable housing units, and we know for a fact that they won't be. The school is going to get top dollar for this university, and none of that money is going to go back to the students or the faculty who are in dire financial situations now. We are still praying, despite it all.
Thank you to the professors who keep on going. I really appreciate you guys. When I first came to the school, I was super scared. I felt intimidated. But when I stepped into my first classroom, I felt safe. And the semester, my first semester, last semester, kept going, and I kept getting safer and safer. I felt more confident. And I want to thank you guys for making me feel a part of this community. Thank you.
Yeah. That was you know what? I want to grab it. I think if we're still going, but that's.
Thank you to everyone who organized this. Hannah and Andrew, by the way.
You want to go on up? Yeah, do that. Yeah. You have quick minutes?
Martin Luther style. Taking it old school.
How are you? Sure. We'd like to get you two after. Sure. Good. Great. Thanks.
Thank you for being here.
Hi. I like your sign.
Thank you. I didn't make it, but I'll take credit.
Hey, do you have a minute?
Yeah.
Okay. Step this way just a little bit. Just anybody on the porch we'd love to visit with. So.
Yeah.
And you're up here the whole time. So, what's your name?
I'm April.
April, I'm Tim.
Hello.
Hi. What's your last name?
I'm April Kingry.
Would you spell the last one?
Kingry.
And April like April?
Yeah, pretty simple.
Yeah. Oh, what class level are you?
Huh?
What class level are you here?
I'm a sophomore. I mean, I'm a junior in credits, but sophomore for being here.
And what are you studying?
I'm a psychology major, so I wanted to shout out Jane Smith. She especially has put all of her students first before herself, and she even has taken the time to look for jobs for other faculty members before putting herself first. So huge shout out to her for that.
April, how does it feel? I mean, that's the first thing you wanted to say was to thank your professor. Why?
Just because I just had class with her this morning, and going to class after the news on Monday, you can see that all of our professors are devastated, but they're trying their hardest to put us first. Not only us, but the other faculty members, because they found out right before us, so they didn't have any time to process this. And I understand as students, we're trying to find other schools, and it's easier to get accepted into other schools as a student, but to find other jobs at colleges is really difficult. And I know that professors have been teaching here for over 20 or 30 years, so that was really disrespectful for them.
How are you doing?
I'm okay. The news was a bit of a shock, but when we received the text message on Monday, like, we all kind of assumed something was major happening, because like, why else would we cancel class all day? So like, we kind of had that notification to like be prepared, but I don't think anybody was prepared for that big of a shock.
I wish you luck.
Thank you.
Thanks, April. I appreciate your time. Thank you. Oh, sorry, April. Check the other side of the door. If you want to donate it, oh, good. Thank you. Appreciate y'all.
Have a good one.
Thank you. You too.
Very well. And that was
I can go one.
Oh, you wanted to talk?
Yeah, I could.
Sure.
You were kicking it up here along with everybody else, but I thought I'd grab you up. I'm Tim with Channel 8.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Josh.
Josh?
Yeah.
What's your last name?
Lawton. Lawton.
Okay. How are you doing with this?
I'm frustrated. I've been only here for a year, but it feels like this is the end of my semester, and I was just now starting to kind of feel like one of the community. It's been rough for me just because I don't qualify for Pell Grants. A lot of my scholarships aren't going to transfer. I'm kind of scrambling. I can't go to a private university anymore, and that was supposed to be like my success story. And so now it's just heartbreaking.
You have any idea where's your looking to do?
Probably going to end up at PSU. They just have a cheaper option. Most of my financial aid will cover that, and I just want to get done at this point. I've exhausted a lot of options. So,
how important was it for you guys to come out and be here today?
For me, it was super important. I think that they're not listening to us at all. They've been doing all these dealings behind closed doors about what's going to happen to this school, and we had no idea. So I think it's super important, and we really wanted to show the faculty and the staff that we're here for them, and we wanted to give them a voice as well, because they found out the exact same day that we did.
What makes you the most upset about this?
The secrecy. I would not have come to this school if PSU was my first option, and I wouldn't have come here if I had known that they were in any financial struggle, let alone one that would pretty much waste all of my tuition money. And that's really where it's at. And just dropping the bomb. If there was any preparation, I could have found another school, but
you and many others, I'm sure.
Yeah.
You carried a sign about seeing in court.
Yeah.
Can you tell me what you think that will accomplish? And what is the process?
There's a couple people, word going around about different lawsuits. The initial one that was filed about like 24 hours after we got the news is a class action lawsuit about getting financial transparency and making sure that we can get the paper trail from where our tuition, when it was paid, and why it's not being utilized for our education. Why are faculty losing 30% of their contracts, and why are they cutting them at the end of the semester when they have all of these other obligations that they have to fast track before their end dates? And so a lot of it is to say that we wouldn't have paid money to the school if we had known that we were in this position, and we demand some sort of answers and restitution if that's an option.
What do you think happened, Josh? What do you think happened?
As a outwardly queer person, I believe that, as my peer Merrick said during the protest, is that they're taking money away from us because they think that we're evil, and they want to show the Lutheran community that they won't stand for any kind of diversity. They've closed a primarily black school already, and now they're closing the only one that had openly accepted queer individuals, and they are not even, we're not allowed to use queer as a public term for like our gender resource center and things like that. It has to be very binary. So that's what I think. It was hard to support a church coming into this, and now it's even harder to support it going out. I think that they just wanted to pull all of our money, and they didn't want to, and we didn't have the money to make it up. So now we're stuck.
Thank you. Appreciate your time. Good luck.
Kevin, you want one?
I'll grab one.
Karen, you want one?
Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate you guys covering this. I'm a staff member here.
I'm professional too.
It's just been really hard, so, but yeah, just appreciate you guys coming out and covering it. So, what's your name? Jamie. Tim. Yeah. Tim, nice to meet you. Yeah. What do you do? I work in the tech center. I'm the manager. Oh, wow. Yeah. So, what do you do? I have no idea. I know that we found out the same day as the students did, so we're just kind of in the same situation. So pretty much all week I've just been putting in applications. So we have a few months, and then after that, it's just going to figure out. I like to stay here until the students, graduate. You gotta go. But I mean, I had a guy leave Monday when they made the announcement. He's like, I got another offer, and I'm going to take it. I was like, go. If you need to leave today, go.
But I can see why you want to stay for through the end.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
How long have you been here?
5 years. It'll be like 5 years in just a couple of days. So, yeah.
You need to
Nope. I need to just come in at 100%. Yeah. This is a staple of this.
Oh, I know. It's a great
spot of the town.
Beautiful campus.
It is.
Spot. Yeah, I know. It's long history. I've had some friends who are here.
Really?
Great, love it.
Wow.
So do you want to share it? Would you talk to us? Can you give us a quick?
I can. I mean, I don't know if
we heard from some students. We'd love to mix it up with a staff member. That might use it in the news. That'd be great. Okay. Yeah.
Our media person is here. Is it okay if I say?
You talk to Jamie?
I'm just going to say hi and how I feel and.
Say how you feel.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be walking back and forth.
Yeah, no problem. We'll step out of the way. You want to step over here? Yeah, we'll get out of the way. I mean, I just enjoyed talking to you anyway, but I figured if you're willing, you got the Concordia University right there.
I'll just keep it on.
It was Jamie, right?
Yes.
And J-A-M-I-E. Last name?
Montgomery. Just like the city.
Like you'd expect. 5 years here at Concordia.
Yes.
And Monday was just a shock.
It was just a shock, It was, it just came out of nowhere, and it was hard. It's been a hard week for everybody, the staff, students. So.
As you listen to these young people talking, what's going through your mind? You hear them talk.
I feel bad for them. I really feel bad for these guys because some of them, they put their heart and soul in here, and they're here because they want to be here. They could have chose any other college to go to, but they chose to come to Concordia because they love it, and they don't want to go. And it's hard. It's really been hard for them.
You're in the tech center.
Yes, I work in the tech center. Yes.
You're what do you do?
I'm a staff. I'm the manager of the tech center.
And the tech centers, do kids go there to do computer stuff?
Yeah. So I work with students and staff and faculty, but I see students every single day I come to work, and I've grown to know some of these students personally. And they've been so supportive of this week of the staff. This week they've been coming to us saying, "I'm sorry that you guys are going through this." That shows you how they feel about us as the faculty and the staff here. They just aren't thinking about themselves. They think about what we're going through.
No, clearly, and you heard that today.
Yes.
You got a great smile, man.
Thank you.
You do. Are you angry though, or at all?
I am so. It's like going through grief. I'm the first couple of days it was like shock. It was really, it just hit me like a ton of bricks. But yesterday, it was really hard. It was sad. It was a sad day for me yesterday. I had to go take a walk around campus and just cry and just let it all out. I could be angry, but why? Yeah. But yeah, actually, I am angry. It's just that I'm just not showing it, right now. It'll come out. I'm angry at the administration for not trying to save this place. They could have saved this place, 100%. And I just think they just didn't want to.
You get all the emotions.
Exactly, yeah.
Steve, you want to ask anything?
5 years at the tech center, that means, just making sure all the gear's running, making sure you have the right personnel. Is that it? What your role was?
Yeah, my role here was I made sure that I don't know. I remember. Hi.
Do you have the staff and stuff?
Yeah, yeah. You can. Yeah.
Oh yeah, this is easy.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, it sounds like you're kind of running the place. So
Yeah,
you're
no, I
touching
don't.
everybody on that.
Yeah, I don't run the whole IT department. I just run the tech center for support. So the students will come to our department for the front line. So we're the front line.
Okay.
And they come to us for help with their computers, any kind of tech help that they need. We are there for them, on ground and online students.
Sounds like you enjoy the interaction.
I love.
Yeah. They don't show up and you say, "What are you broke now?"
Exactly.
And they show up and you go,
Yeah.
"Whoa, we've been working on that. Let's figure it out."
Exactly. In fact, when I first started here, the people didn't like to come to the tech center because it was just wasn't a happy place to come to. But when I started, right,
we relate
exactly.
Yeah.
But then after I became the manager,
You turned that around, didn't you?
Yeah, I seriously did. It was.
Yeah.
It's just people have
That shouldn't
called
be a
me.
downer.
It shouldn't be. People have called me and say, "Hey, thank you. I'm glad I don't have to be feel embarrassed to come here. I'm not afraid to give you guys a call anymore."
Right. Oh, that's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
Gotta
Well,
feel good.
I hope
Yeah.
you can take your talents to a good place from here.
Yeah.
Find something good.
Thank you, Tim.
Cheers, man.
And what's your Steve?
Pleasure.
And then
Steve.
yes, Steve. I used to work for a TV station in Alabama.
Oh, did you really?
It was so I worked in ran camera a little bit.
Uh-huh.
And I did master control.
Oh, Master Control. Oh, yeah.
It was fun. I worked overnight. It was a Christian TV station actually.
Okay.
So,
Where was it?
In Montgomery, Alabama.
Montgomery?
It was
Like your last
TV
name?
actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was really fun. I learned a lot.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
kind of a cool deal.
Which is the cool thing about both this kind of environment, a school, and our jobs.
Right.
Is we're challenged to learn more and keep
Yeah, it's kind of ever-changing.
understand and take
Yeah.
in and try to figure.
Right.
And I love that.
Yep.
And you guys get to be out in the field and go back in and do you guys edit your own?
Yeah.
Really?
Generally, a photographer at our station does that, but we have a lot of MSJs. Or
Yeah,
people that
the
work
business is
so-
changing so much. Yeah, they're like one person bands.
Tim
They
is one
shoot.
of our super talented reporters that needs all our help. We love that about him too.
Yes, thank you.
Awesome,
Like I said, he's
man.
one of our super talented photographers, and I like the collaborative part. So I don't want to run my own camera and do my own editing. I always, if I can help it, I'm always going to work
I
with a
love it.
photographer.
Exactly,
But
right?
they're trying to, it's all. The more you can get from one person, the less you have to pay another one. So
Exactly, right?
All of them. That's what it's about. So
That's awesome. I'm happy. I'm happy for you guys, man.
Yeah.
Keep up the good work.
Thank you.
Sometimes
You as well.
Yeah.
Gosh.
Thank you.
You can use your attitude and your approach in the world. So don't shield it. Don't put it away.
Exactly. Yeah.
nice to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet
Thanks
you guys.
again, Jamie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hope to see you guys around.
Yeah.
Sometimes. Thank you.
Let us know.
I hear you guys should pick this guy up.
Yeah, man, I know. Seriously, I was thinking. I don't know if you want to work at Master Control again, but maybe something better. I don't know.
Yeah, I'd do it.
Yeah.
100%
Probably
do
you
it.
could actually. Yeah,
I think
we have
he's,
fewer people there.
I think there's a lot of flexibility in this negotiation, everybody.
Yeah, right.
For the benefit of all parties.